Hello and welcome back to our application questions. So here we have another example. The tow rope is pulling a parasailer and the tow rope is 90 meters long. A crew member is on the boat and estimates that the angle between the tow rope and the water is 40 degrees. And we have to find the height of the parasailer above the water. Okay, so in other words, we need to find this length right here. Obviously, this would be perpendicular because we draw heights perpendicular to the horizontal, right? So this will be our unknown. And we have to examine now one more time what we have. So what we have is an angle. We have a right angle triangle and we have a side length which is located opposite the right angle triangle. So I am going to label this as the hypotenuse because that's what it is. Now I need to identify what I need to find. So I need to find this side, unknown side. I'm going to give it a name. Always give the unknowns a name in math because it's easier to communicate, to talk about them. Everything needs a name, sort of. And we're going to say this is the unknown x. And we're going to say, well, how can we find x? We are in a right angle triangle. We know one of the angles, so we'll label all the sides in relation to that angle. We already did the hypotenuse. The other arm of the angle is right here. That would be the adjacent. And this, the unknown, would be the opposite side. So since we're trying to find the opposite and we can only use the hypotenuse because that's the only side given, then we have to take another look at SOHCAHTOA and think, okay, so which ratio we have where O and H sit next to each other? So that's going to be sine, so we're going to use the sine ratio. And we're going to write that the sine of angle 40 equals the opposite side, which is x, over hypotenuse, which is 90. And from here, we are going to write the left side as fraction with denominator 1, and then cross multiplication all the way because we have a single fraction in each side. X times 1 is x. 90 times sine 40 is 90 sine 40. Use the calculator to find out the measurement. 90 sine 40 would equal 57.85. So 57.9 rounded to 1 decimal. So we're going to say that that's the height. And you want to write the therefore statement in word problems and say that the height of the parasailer was 57.9 meters above the water. Okay. Okay, that was it. And you have some more questions here, so more of an independent practice. You are given the diagram, so take a look at each diagram. Those are right angle triangles throughout, okay? And that's about it. So I hope that this made sense, and